All right. Wednesday, December 11th, Christmas is right around the corner. Finals are also right around the corner. And we are so thankful that Samyha was able to work us into her schedule. Sophomore guard from Charlotte, coming in from Charlotte, actually right now, right in the NODA Optimist Hall area for women's basketball. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists versus Rutgers earlier in November. Samyha, how are you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
So what's going on in your world? You got basketball, you got finals. How are you balancing both? How's everything going?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Just getting everything like in order in one day, like in a schedule, like recovery, lift, practice, study, class. It's just a lot going on, but it's also a good opportunity and a blessing to have this. I'm playing at this level with amazing coaches and amazing girls. But it's a lot, but I'm used to it. It's not bad.
So Samyha, we start every podcast with a Hokey haiku. It's poetry. It's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. Pete McGee is the guy who really leads the charge on this. We're going to need you to grade his haiku, though.
Okay.
So his haiku: 12 speed races on, blows by before you can blink, a fast-paced freestyle.
Freestyle. What's that about?
I have no idea. I didn't write it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the style of play, kind of like doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Do we have a grade?
Oh, let me think. I give it an A.
A. Got it. Gives it an A. Pete McGee, thank you as always. Samyha, with every athlete, we always start off with why Virginia Tech? Obviously coming from Charlotte. What led you ultimately to become a Hokie?
Initially, when Coach Brooks was here, it was because of him and the coaching staff. But under unfortunate circumstances, he's no longer here. But I decided to stay because of Coach Duffy. She recruited me a little bit at when she was at Marquette. I believe when I was freshman year of high school. Yeah, she started going on Zoom calls, and that was when COVID started happening, and it was really cool talking to her and the staff. But yeah, I just want to stay because I wanted to be a part of her and her standards and her culture that she can bring to the team.
So tell me a little bit about that. Obviously, it's different for everybody. Coach Brooks, obviously monumental impact on the program. Georgia, Liz, everybody. We kind of went through a complete reset of our basketball program last year. And I just want to know, how did you approach that? How did you handle it? Kind of walk me through that time from he is going to Kentucky to Coach Duffy's hired to you decided to stay at Virginia Tech.
It was very stressful, the 6 returners who stayed, including me. It was just a lot of like thinking what we should do, talking to family, just what's the best option and what should we do to like help our futures. And it was just a lot going on. People were coming from different schools, and we just wanted to stay together. We loved our team so much, and we loved being together that like we were like, I'm willing to go to war with these girls. So we were like, and Coach G, our strengthening coach, was staying, so we had to stay because of him. But yeah, I was like, it's a new team, new culture, new everything. I just took it as an opportunity and a challenge that we could face together, and it's exciting. We are basically like writing history. So it's really cool, having a new staff, new opportunities, new blessings that we could push forward together.
I'm so glad that you brought up Coach G, and we're going to get into this new team and the new culture and everything here next. But one of the most fun stories to follow last year was when we were looking for a new coach. It seemed like there was this core of girls who were always working out. And you guys did lean into it a little bit on the Instagram stories and everything. Everybody had like the tweet notifications on and everything. But what were those conversations like with everybody? Like, you guys didn't have to go to the gym. There was nobody really to answer to. That was kind of all self-driven. And I think speaks to the culture of the team and who is there now.
Yeah. We just want to get better. And like, we're basketball players. It feels weird not to like play basketball. So it was just like making sure that we weren't going to be rusty, when whoever came in as the coach. We just wanted to stay on point, make sure our game was good, handles, shooting. And initially it's like a way of therapy for us, playing basketball. We've been doing it all our lives, so it's kind of all we know. So if we're not doing it, it just feels out of place. So just getting in the gym, it's like we put on good music, we laugh, we play games, play one-on-one. It's just fun, you know. So yeah.
So talking about the team chemistry, aside from yourself, one of my favorite things to watch this year has been Carly and Rose go from rotation players to having huge roles this year. How have you seen them approach that, and what value have they added being put into now a leadership position within this program?
They are killing it. You know, I'm so proud of them, especially because last year they didn't get the time or really the opportunity to show the world what they can do. And I'm so glad that they're taking this opportunity to show everybody, oh, I'm that girl, you know. Especially like Rose and getting these triple, double, triple quadruples and stuff. And Holly is just killing it with like these threes, her pull-ups, her layups, like she's just killing it. They're both just killing it out the ballpark. Like even in practice, you can see it. Like they're just trying their hardest and it shows. They're putting so much work in, getting the extra shots. Like they're just really like telling everybody, I'm her, you know, and I'm proud of them. Yeah.
What is the biggest difference in this year's team and last? And always this comes off as, I think for a lot of people, as like a divisive question. And I don't mean it in that way. I'm saying like, what would you say, not only from a schematical perspective, but this year, what is the biggest difference having being in both programs that you have noticed?
It's just different girls, you know. Some girls are more fundamental than others. Some girls can do other things better than others. And it's just like, it's the chemistry's different too. You know, we have louder people. We have people who can dance more. Like we turn on a song, we're both just dancing and like we're like, oh, we need to lock in. It's practice time. And then you see Carly over there dancing, and I started dancing. They're like, oh crap. But then it's just like, just everybody's mental state. You know, everybody's just like ready to like grind, get better. We want to go to practice. We want to get the extra shots. Not saying we didn't last year. Like last year, like Georgia and Liz was in there all day. You know, we got in there, but it's just the energy's different, you know. But it's like I love last year, but this team, I love them.
So talk to me a little bit about the style of Coach Duffy. She's been on the show. She's fantastic. What has she unlocked in your game and brought to the next level of what you're able to bring to the court?
She just wants me to play, you know. We're working on it right now, just like building my confidence. It's not second guessing or hesitating to do things. And I did that a lot. Just be like, should I do this at this time? Or just overthinking basically, you know. She just lets me play. And if I make a mistake, we'll watch film and we'll fix it, you know. But she's not really holding me back about anything. And I really love that about her because she's just letting me play. But playing being smart too, you know, not just throwing up any type of shot, but playing within her system and talking through it with her and like just watching extra film with the other coaches is just really fun. And it's just, I can see the growth in me from last year as well.
From a fundamental perspective, what part of the game do you feel has most improved? You talked about the confidence perspective, but from a fundamental perspective, what do you think has improved most? And what are you working on the most? And what do you think personally, if you were to scout yourself, what is the biggest area of improvement?
I think what I've been doing good so far is like trying not to hesitate and getting downhill, you know, using my speed, knowing when to use my speed, knowing when to pass, like IQ wise, you know. It's a lot going on in that court and not a lot of people know about it. They just think, oh, she didn't do this because she didn't want to. No, we're thinking about personnel, what they're gonna do, our plays, what should we do at this moment. We're thinking about a lot, you know, and just I think I've grown as a player with IQ, but something I do need to work on is just like playing within everybody. Like once a play breaks down, like knowing what to do after the play breaks down, and then working on my jump shot, like threes and pull-ups and everything. But what was your last question? I think it was like scouting. I think.
If you could sell, you just answered it. You're basically saying what area of your game that you think you need to improve the most on. I think one thing though that everybody would agree doesn't need any work. You're an absolute Energizer bunny. If there's an NIL deal for Energizer or Monster Energy or Celsius, like I think you could be the cover girl for that. But has that always been a part of your game? Like, where does that come from? What mentality do you approach the game with that comes with this like feverish attack of speed and all over the place?
Yeah, I could not tell you where it came from. You know, I just woke up, had a basketball in my hand, and I just started running. You know, my dad told me I started running before I started walking. So maybe that's what happened. But yeah, what gets me going, and I feel like what gets the team going, especially when I get in the game, it's like getting downhill, getting a stop or getting a layup to get like a burst of energy, you know? And I can feel it, like the vibes and the energy off of everybody once I get to the basket and I score. You know, we start getting energy, we start making runs, we start getting stops on defense, but it also gets me going, you know? When I get in the game, I automatically think, okay, get downhill so I can get myself going. And then once I get myself going, the team starts going, and then we just play good and feed off of each other from there.
So we talked about the people with expanded roles. We've talked about yourself. We've talked about the young girls. I want to talk about, I can't call Karis an old head. She seems like an old head because she's played a lot of basketball and she kind of has an old soul.
She's mature.
Yeah, she is. That's a great word to use that. And I said that the first time I interviewed her when she was a freshman. But can you just talk a little bit about Matilda and about Karis? And I said this when this team first came together. Obviously, everybody on the roster had opportunities to go elsewhere or to start fresh in another location. For both of them to have such an impact on last year's team, remain here, and now have the prominent roles that they have, can you just speak to their leadership and what impact they have had on you specifically?
You know, Karis and Matilda are both mature. You know, they think differently than I do. You know, I see something, I'm like, oh, I automatically think about responding. You know, they're more like, okay, wait 5 minutes, you know, think about what you could do, what's smart, what's not. You know, like they're just like, I wouldn't call them moms. They're just smart. Like they're like the leaders, you know. Matilda, like she's showing her voice more. She's speaking more. And I love that for her. And it's like, I don't know if she knows, but like she's helping me so much. You know, she doesn't have to say much for me to learn off of her, you know. And then Karis is like a great friend on and off the court. She's just there if you need her. You know, she'll encourage you if you're doing bad. Like she'll like go out of her way to help somebody else. Like that's just her character, and I really love that about her. So like I feel comfortable going to her if I need help with basketball or with school or anything, and she's just there for me.
So before we get into rapid fire, and we're not going to talk about school very long, just one question: sports media and analytics major. Tell me about what went into that. You changed it. Okay, well, we need to get the Hokie sports page updated. What did we do? Yeah, we need to get that fixed. So what are we doing now?
So I came into college sports analytics major, and then I transferred out to HNFE, health, nutrition, food, and exercise. And then I'm in the same thing, basically. It's public health, but the pre-med route. So it's the same thing, but just not as rigorous in each semester. So yeah, I'm in anatomy and biology and chemistry and yeah.
Wow. So you went from big J journalism to maybe heart surgery. That's
I knew I wanted to be a doctor, like going in college, but then I was like, that's a lot of school. But then I always liked it, you know. I can't like force myself not to like something. So yeah, I just did a little 360.
What's the hardest class you've taken so far? Because I remember a lot of athletes when I came into school were in HNFE and then they were out of HNFE in about 5 minutes. So what's the hard class?
All of them. they're all just like, man, I'm crying every night. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not worth it. It's not it. But my mom did it, so I can do it. That's like what motivates me. I'm like, she can do it. Dr. Suffren, I can do it.
I love it. But we're going to be calling you Dr. Suffren from here on out.
Oh.
Speak it into existence. Isn't that right? You got to speak it into existence. Exactly.
I like that.
So moving on to rapid fire. This is our fun segment, and it's never rapid. I just haven't thought of a new name for it. So if you get to the end of it, you're like, hey, you should really call it this, please let me know.
Okay.
So if you could have dinner with anybody, dead or alive, who's coming to dinner, where are you going, and who's paying for it?
Oh. Well,
it's a tough question.
Dead or alive? I would say Jesus, but then I'm like, I really want to see my mom, you know, but she's in Charlotte. She's only 2 hours away, you know. So I'm like, maybe I should do like Michael Jackson. No, I don't want Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I don't know. I get this question all the time for like little games.
Really?
And I never know the answer. I never know who to pick.
Well, what if this wasn't the answer? What if dinner was tonight? We didn't have to say this is
Ah!
your answer forever, but like tonight, you can go to dinner tonight with anybody. It could be Matilda Karras and Coach
Oh,
Duffy. I
well,
mean, who?
if it's like that, I'll say Karis, Yeah. Okay, not Karis. Okay, think. Rapid fire.
No, it doesn't have to be rapid. Again, that's
Slow
a
fire.
bad name on my part. It could be like molasses fire. It could be slow.
Damn molasses fire.
Mhm.
I would probably just say Karis. I would say the whole team. Yeah.
Okay.
Whole team
We'll give
at
you extra
No Rods,
seats.
and then we're gonna do credit card or debit card roulette. You know what that
Okay.
is? Yeah.
I'm aware. Never lost. I'm sure I'll lose the next time
I've
we do
never
it now.
played. I
Okay.
refuse.
Don't. It's not worth it. Don't play. Don't play.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Why number 12?
Oh, I chose number 12 because like in preschool how you're like assigned a number,
Yes.
and as the years go on you assign a different number. I was always 12 all through middle
Every
school.
year?
Every year.
Okay. That's got to be one of the more interesting ones. Okay.
Until I learned that number 12 meant like isn't like the cops, and then it was just a lot going on. And I was like, oh, should I change it to like 1 because I'm number 1 in people's heart? My mom said you're number 1 in the court and number 1 in my heart. So I was like, oh,
right.
Okay, like I don't know if I should change it, but I like the way it sounds. I don't know.
We're rocking with 12. We're rocking with 12.
12 is forever.
Favorite? Well, there was a huge connection with Taylor Swift on the team last year. Obviously, not sure there's a bigger Taylor Swift fan than Liz Kitley. So I'm curious: is the team taking like a vacation from Taylor Swift, or are you all still obsessed with Taylor Swift?
No, we're on a vacation. Here and there she'll pop up. I put Cardigan. I love that's like the only song that's like my favorite from Taylor Swift. I'll sneak that in the playlist. It kind of throws everybody's mood off, but it works for me. I have to sneak it in there because we're like listening to rap and then R&B and you're Taylor Swift.
What? So are you on Spotify?
Yes.
Are we happy with Spotify Wrapped? What was on the Spotify Wrapped?
No, I get so much hate for this. I'm gonna say it. I don't think I should.
Please do.
I'm gonna say it. I don't use these apps. I use a different app.
What do you use?
No ads.
What is it? Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Is it legal? Are you on like LimeWire? Like, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness. No. Well, I'm kind of using my mom's playlist, so it's free on my end. So I really don't know how much it is. It's Amazon Music. Hear me out.
Amazon Music. Yeah. If you're on Prime.
Yeah. I get so much hate. It's ridiculous.
Did they give you like a Wrapped? Did they give you like a year in review?
They give us like, it's so cute. They have like a little story, 2024 deliver. It's like that, and you click it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a Spotify Wrapped.
So who is at the top?
Okay. Right now, we have Babyface Ray, V's, Lil Baby, NBA Youngboy, Rylo Rodriguez, Bryson Tiller, and Mariah the Scientist.
I've heard of like half of those. Those are
awesome.
Okay.
Good.
See, I'm not super old yet.
You're not even old. Oh my goodness.
Christmas is here. Christmas season. It's upon us. So Christmas movies. What is the best Christmas movie?
Here comes the hate again.
I'm
not a Christmas person.
Wow. Jesus at dinner, but not a Christmas person?
That sounds bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's more like materialistic. It's too materialistic right now. As the generation gets on, it's just, presents are cool, but at the same time, there are also people who just drag it the most, wearing green and blue, green and red all the time, hear the same jingles all the time. You go to Cracker Barrel, same thing. You go to CVS, same thing, I'm more of like, my favorite Christmas movie is The Grinch.
Okay. I'm going to completely disagree with you, but respect your opinion. I mean, you can't not like walking into Target the day after Thanksgiving. And then we got, Mariah Carey queued up. We got, that's just me.
Songs.
I know,
Put me on
but the songs are awesome. The songs are good.
I'll create the best Christmas song ever.
Okay. Is it? I
Jingle
mean, is it going to be
bells,
about?
Christmas is it. You like presents too. Put a beat in there. Put some
Okay.
like some bells, some jingles. I'm top charts. Like I'm number one.
Okay. I'm going to hold you accountable to this.
Yeah,
So the next time you come on, I hope you got to put a song together. We don't
I
have to
can
have a
freestyle.
beat, but you're
No,
going to freestyle a Christmas song, and
yeah.
then we'll get it to our sound guy and have him spruce it up.
I have a witness if you would like to ask.
Who's the witness?
The men's basketball trainer, Hisham. Yeah, he knows I can rap.
Okay.
I showed him.
Christmas music though?
No. But I can do it.
Okay. The next time you're on, I will be asking you. So you need to put that in your
Oh,
Amazon
I'm ready.
calendar or whatever. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
You're gonna
All
be on the
right.
calendar.
Favorite hooper. Who's your favorite hooper of all time?
Of all time?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Can I do like as of right now?
Of course. This is I am simply the question asker.
I would say she's been my favorite for a while, like all through college. Arike Akumbawale.
Okay. Awesome on television
Great
too.
bucket.
Does a great job.
She's
Does
killing
an
it.
awesome job. Yes.
Yeah.
Good pick.
I like. She's just a dog, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was at Notre Dame, and like that. I don't know if you remember, but she hit the game buzzer beater shot.
I'm surprised you remember. You must have been like
What?
6 when that happened.
Oh, get out of here! I'm not that. What? Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
I get the sense with the Amazon music situation and some of your opinions that you might be a little superstitious. Is that correct?
No.
You're not superstitious at all. So you don't have any pregame ritual like thing that you have to do on game day.
No. I just
Does anybody on the team have a weird pregame?
It's not weird. It's just their thing. I respect it. I'm like,
Sure.
why? You know?
Mm-hmm.
My roommate, my lovely roommate, Lonnie White. I think she puts her sock on the right first. Oh, Rose does it too. The right and then the left. Everything's right then left. Yeah. So like right sock and left sock, and then right shoe, left shoe. I don't know anybody else's. I think
I'm shocked that you even noticed that. Or do they make it like a performance art? Like, are they like, I'm about to put on my right sock? Like,
no, that's more like something Kale would do. That's like Kale Peterson right there. But no, I just asked. I was like, hey, do you have anything that like, I don't know. We talked about it during a pregame meal. I don't remember how the conversation came up, but yeah. And then I know we all sit in the same spot at home games. I don't. Okay. I switch it around, you know.
That must drive people crazy.
Yeah. Karis is on the left couch. Mac is on the beanbag. Layla's on the other beanbag. Matilda's on that one on the outside. Yeah. And I'm just there.
Can you tell us a little bit about Kale Peterson? I think she's a little bit of a mystery. She's this young player getting out there, getting minutes. We got to get her on the show and learn a little bit more about her. But can you just tell us a little bit about Kale?
We love Kale. Mm-hmm. Kale is like, she's fierce. You know, she looks shy. You know, from my first impression of Kale, I was like, oh, okay, filling it out. Okay, shy, not talking much. Okay, then boom, out of nowhere, she's doing hook shots, 360 flips in the air with another hook shot, and I'm like, where did this come from? You know, I'm confused. And then she started talking, and I was like, wow, I like you. You know, you're a cool person. So I was like,
I actually love this game. I just came up with it.
Oh.
I want to go down the roster, and you just said fierce for Kale. Okay. I want you to assign a word to each player. Lonnie White.
Ooh, scary. No, that's not a good one. But like, okay, I say scary because like when she gets in like basketball mode, she's crossing up everybody.
So it's like Scary Terry. It's like Terry Rozier.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, I like that one. Okay.
Okay. Layla Wells.
Layla Wells. Gets things done.
Gets things done.
Yeah.
3 words, but that's okay. Rose.
Oh, she ain't playing. I'm gonna do phrases. Phrases are she's not playing. Yeah.
Matilda.
Swedish sniper.
Swedish sniper. Maya Hazelton.
Maya. I don't know. Come back.
We'll come back. We already said Kale Peterson, fierce. Ramaya White.
Ramaya. Can we talk about Ramaya?
Sure.
Okay. We love Ramaya. Oh gosh. I don't like, she's like an undercover comedian.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's like, it's like the funny things that you least expected to happen.
Right.
It's like Ramaya, a word for Ramaya would be like,
is she like unintentionally funny?
Yes. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like
Okay.
like something will happen. She's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, dang. Like it's just like little words that's like.
That reminds me so much of my teammate Joel Caleb. Like
Oh my goodness.
Team meeting or like anywhere else, and if you're
Mhm.
actually locked in and paying attention, somebody will say
Mhm.
something, and then
Yeah.
you're already preemptively listening for what reaction they're going to have, either verbally or physically. It's very funny.
He's like the one you can't make eye contact when coach is talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm automatically gonna laugh.
Karis Baker.
Karis. Karis. I already use scary.
Her game day swag is crazy. Like, I gotta tell you, like, I don't even know if swag's the right word. Like, I will, if you put her up on a like split screen with like old Larry Bird highlights, they'll be wearing the same swag. And that's not at all a downplay. Like she's really leaning into like that
he's got,
like 1970s.
Closet. Mm-hmm. He's got it, you know, but she decides and choose when she wants to like put it on, you know, be like, hey, you know, I got a calm fit on. She got all the confidence.
What is the comedy movie with Will Ferrell about the Flint Tropics, the basketball movie? Why can't I remember the name of this movie? I forget. It's gonna come.
You said Tropics?
The Flint Tropics. What is that movie? Flint.
I'm thinking
Tropics. It's from Semi-Pro. Yep.
Semi-Pro.
Yep. Her game day swag fits right into Semi-Pro. She would be the star of the show.
I'm just thinking about their jerseys. Their shirts were too short.
I thought they were fire. The designs were fire. Mackie Nelson.
Mac, she's Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality.
So like Mamba is like from Kobe, you know.
Yes.
Kobe will get up at 5 a.m. and work out and then work out again like 5 other times in the day. That reminds me of Mac.
So it's Mamba Mac.
Like Mac will work out every day, even on the off days when we're not supposed to be working out. Like she'll get, you have to yell at her to get off the court. That is Mackenzie Nelson.
Carly Wenzel.
Fierce. Or I use fierce. Fighter.
You used that already. Fighter.
Yeah. Like she's ready for any challenge. She's not scared of nobody.
Do you have one for yourself?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear that?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, my mom's texting me right now. I don't know why. I don't know. I hear Ferrari a lot.
Ferrari.
Like, yeah. Or like, I don't know.
Ferrari Carly. I mean, you're like making t-shirts right now. Mamba Mackenzie, Ferrari Carly. Like, I mean,
I don't have one. I don't know. Swaggy.
You should get like a marketing minor based upon some of the skills that you're showing right now with this nickname come up. Very well done. That was a fun game. We're going to keep that one.
Thank you very much.
Samyha, Queen of Charlotte, from Charlotte. I'm relatively new here. Moved in August, but wasn't here in August. They gave me the first month free. Went to California. So I'm kind of new. If you bring the team back to Charlotte, got a couple days break, you're headed back, what's on the itinerary? You're like, hey, I'm going to show you where I grew up.
What? Oh my goodness. I'm going to take him to the Noda district.
Okay.
I'm going to take him downtown, especially at night. So we see the lights, scooters, and all the different fun stuff to do, fun things to eat. I'm going to take him to Optimus Hall.
Yep. That's right across the street from me.
What? Oh, you're in such a good location.
I'm at MAA Optimus Park right there. Right there. I frequent the I love Schreiber's on Rye. That place is great. The burgers over there right by the front door.
Good, aren't they?
No joke. Yep. And I gotta tell you, this like sushi burrito situation that we have going on like in the back, fantastic. It really is great.
Home. Oh, you're making. Oh, I can't go home.
It's really great.
Game on Sunday. I would take them to South Park Mall.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little. It's like an Indian cuisine, but there's different places in that place. It's like a mini Optimus Hall. It's
Okay.
right downtown. The Indian cuisine is called Momo Station.
Momo Station. I'm gonna have to try it out.
Momo Station. Really good. Oh my
Okay.
goodness. I get like it's like a spicy chicken burrito something with like a
I'm writing this
on
down.
it.
Okay.
Go to Momo Station. It's so good. And
Spicy burrito situation. I'm gonna walk in and ask for this.
okay.
Can I have the spicy burrito situation?
You'll probably
I'm gonna
know.
ask for it.
Oh
Okay.
yes, yes. And then there's so much more, but I just can't think of it.
We'll come back to it. You'll be back on the show, Samyha. We got a lot of years left. Only a sophomore.
Oh yeah.
So you're voted mayor of Charlotte
Mm-hmm.
after your doctor career. So it's Dr. Mayor.
Yes.
What is the most underrated thing about Charlotte that needs to be talked about more, and what needs to be improved? The airport's a disaster. I'll just say that for you.
Yeah,
like Charlotte Airport, like
times.
I want to get on a steamroller and roll the entire thing over.
Okay, yeah, that's one that does need to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Also, more signs for the drivers. People, especially in the university city where I stay, they can't drive. Or South Park, really. It's really bad.
I don't know if you know this that I'm talking about, and I'm not gonna be able to do the roads, but the exit that you have to take off the highway to get to Optimus Hall.
Oh
it's
my
like
gosh.
you exit and then they expect you to like cut across 3 lanes of traffic to take that right. It's just it's chaos. It really is.
Another one. I think that's what you're talking about. It's like CBA and like
it's like what's going on?
3 lanes.
It's awful. It's
awful.
awful.
You know how many accidents happen over there?
Yeah, I hope I'm not going to be one of them, but I come close about every time that I'm getting off at that exit. Thank you. Speaking into existence.
So nervous. Oh my gosh.
It's tough. Any Duffy isms? Like, what is something that Coach Duffy says all the time? If you were to impersonate Coach Duffy, what is something that she says all the time, like a buzzword?
And again.
And again.
And again. Like she'll talk to me like, and again. I'm like, oh, okay. And again.
Yes.
Oh, and again.
Like an emphasis thing.
One time I counted and she said it 7 times.
7 times on a single point?
Yeah. No, not in a single point. Just like in like a little paragraph.
Did you make sure to do it though? Whatever it was, and again?
Oh yeah, I pay attention.
Okay. Right. I'm saying though, she's probably overemphasizing the point, so she wants to make sure it gets done. Good job. Good active listening skills, Samyha. Very good.
I learned it from my dad.
Question that we had submitted from one of our listeners, BT Hokey. She has shown so much of her athleticism and new confidence in the Megan Duffy system. What does she view as her next opportunity for growth? The 3-ball, the mid-range, commanding the offense, defense against bigger players. She already drives with great efficiency. I feel like you already answered this question, but is there anything else that comes to mind?
I'm not sure if I said it already, but just being more offensive minded. There's times where I'm not really thinking to score, or I don't really look to score when there's opportunities where we need a score, like for example, and there's a last game, Duke game. We lost, unfortunately, but if we played again, we probably would beat them. I know.
Okay.
I went back and watched the film, and there's times where I could have just took my man 1-on-1, or I could have took it, like had an advantage, got Karis a shot or Matuto a shot or somebody on the other side of the court. But instead of like me being like aggressive or thinking about what I could have done to help the team, I just passed, like things like that. And then
I have a question. I'm sorry. No, go ahead. No. And again, you go. And again.
And again, okay, I'll go. Yeah, and the 3-point shot and just my pull-ups. Even though I have my pull-up game, I don't know why I use it. Like, it's so annoying.
Question for you. I think you're going to crush this question. I didn't have this one written down, but I'm going to ask it. If there's a recruit considering going to Virginia Tech and you're putting your recruiting cap on, what is your pitch to somebody that's considering Virginia Tech?
Say it again.
What is your pitch to someone considering Virginia Tech? Why should somebody go to Virginia Tech and play for the women's basketball team?
Because of the playing style. You know, she allows everybody to showcase what they have, but also within her system. You know, you can do you can play free and not have to look around your shoulder or second guess if you can do it, you know. But yeah, but like don't do like anything like stupid, like shoot a half court shot, you know.
Sure.
Like run the play, but if you see something that you could do it. You know, she's okay with that. And that's what I love about her the most.
Samyha, this was a ton of fun. Any questions for me? Do you have any? I've been asking questions the whole time. If you don't have any, that's fine. I'm just curious if you have a question.
How long have you been in Charlotte?
I have been in Charlotte since August.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite thing about Charlotte right now, other than the burgers and the sushi? Like,
I would say I love that it's close to Virginia Tech. It's easy to do the day trip, right?
True.
2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back. I come from New Jersey, so the big city was Manhattan and New York City. I love that things here are a little slower and less chaotic. City's very clean. City's beautiful. Once we get the airport right, that's going to be huge. I'm a big Delta guy. I think American is awful. I don't like American.
Why?
You know, I think Delta Airlines has something wrong with their computer system. And every single time I fly with them, I get upgraded to like first class. They've written me like postcards. It's like a top notch organization. I don't know if you know this. They're like starting to serve Shake Shack or something on their flights now, which is pretty elite.
What?
Yes. And every time I fly American, I get delayed or something crazy happens. I flew American to go to LSU this fall, missed my flight, was stuck in Atlanta. Just awful.
Maybe I'm not blaming it on you.
Sure.
But have you thought about what you could have done better?
Sure. I mean, well, the reason we were delayed, Samyha, thank you so much for asking, was they said they put too much gasoline in the plane and then they had to go take the gas out. So I suppose that, you know, I could have called Charlotte Airport and said, hey, I'm on flight, you know, B3670. Can you please make sure that we didn't put too much gasoline on the plane? I suppose
outside the box. I could have out there.
I could have taken more initiative there. So that's on me.
Next time you drive it.
Well, no, first of all, we fly it. It's flying. And you don't want that. You don't want me flying the plane. No, I will sit down in the seat that I paid for and hopefully arrive at my destination. Well, I didn't pay for first class, but I do get the benefits of it, which is great. I don't even know if I deserve it.
You're that guy. Manifest it.
And again.
Samyha,
this was great. Thank you so much for the time. We will have you on again. Where can everybody find you on the internet?
My Instagram is Samyha SAMYHA._. My name should pop up automatically. And my profile picture is me standing with a ball. So it's really not hard to find.
Ball is life.
Yeah. I don't really use Twitter, but it's just Samyha Suffren _.
Boom. Easy enough. Samyha, thank you so much. I might go get me a burger from Optimus Hall right now. And I will check out that Indian place. Best of luck the rest of the season, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you.